Space, the boundary of human achievement, the new frontier.
It's just a cough.
Yeah, right. And the Earth is flat.
Treat your cough seriously with Robitussin CF Max. Nothing lasts longer and treats more symptoms for your cough, cold, and flu. Robitussin, because it's never just a cough.
In a few moments, you will have an experience which will seem completely real. It will be the result of your subconscious fears transformed to your conscious awareness. Warning, this tape must not be played by government personnel. It can be extremely harmful and result in severe trauma. You have 5 seconds to terminate this tape. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hold him. Now you listen to me, you hillbilly punk who thinks the world's still round. I'm here to tell you it's not. It's flat.
Lexi, tell us something interesting.
Okay, the Earth is flat, and a witch stole his pants.
Flat Earth expert Mark Sargent thinks the moon landing was a hoax.
Technically, the moon itself is a hoax.
Right, but betting with Sportsbet's new iPhone app?
I could do this standing on my head.
Thanks, Gravity. Sportsbet's new iPhone app. It's foolproof.
I know how we're different. Do you believe the Earth is flat?
I know it's flat. I walk on it.
Holy
Do you think the Earth is flat, Snoop? What do you
It's a flat world after all.
Smoke weed every day.
It's definitely the triple digits, but I don't know exactly. It's a ridiculous number. Find that out for me before we get a break, and then we'll
Broadcasting straight to you from a large spaceship, currently at war with mainstream science. Meanwhile, the peanut gallery is feeling like a nap. No news. Nothing good anyway. No aliens, no World War III, no leprechauns dancing a jig while the full moon bursts into a gooey cheese that it is. I didn't write that, he did. In other words, nothing special going on. Welcome to Strange World, where the truth is often stranger in fiction. I'm your host, Mark Sargent, the creator of Flat Earth Clues, which propose that all of us are living inside a Truman Show enclosed structure. thousands of miles wide. Just Google Flat Earth Mark. If you can't find it, well, you're not very good at the internet. Currently, the show is on Tuesday nights at 7 Pacific, 10 Eastern. And yes, Caroline, if it is not, and I actually have to look, I have no idea what day it is. 14th of May, 2024, the year of the Wood Dragon. Look that up if you don't know what that is. Then you might be listening to a rerun if it's not that day. Quote of the day goes exactly like this special weather statement. Issued and sent to my PC May 11th at 5 in the morning, Seattle, Washington. The NOAA Space Weather Prediction Center has observed extreme geomagnetic conditions early Saturday morning and expects severe conditions to continue throughout the weekend. A geomagnetic storm of this strength can cause multiple and widespread issues with various power and communication systems. Widespread voltage control problems may occur, and some power grid systems may experience component failures, disruption of service, and protective device trips. This could result in blackouts. GPS and other satellite navigation may be degraded for days. HF, VHF, UHF radio propagation may be impossible in many areas for 1 to 2 days. I'm half expecting to read zombies in this, by the way. Low-frequency radio navigation can be out for hours. Aurora may be visible at much lower altitudes. Yeah, Noah said that. You know what I saw? Zip. That's what I saw. I saw nothing.
Same.
Yeah, Karen didn't see shit. My co-host, she's lovely, she's sassy, and she's one of the biggest Flat Earth rock stars who also didn't see anything. Karen B. of the channel, Karen B. Hey, Karen, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Mark. Good to see you once again.
Yes, it's my time of the week that I get to spend a couple hours with Karen, and she's required to talk to me. That's why we do it. I'm sorry I missed coffee talk yesterday.
Don't be. It's all right.
I got tied up.
YouTube, internet. My internet died and cut
did
my
it?
show off. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. I had to do a whole bunch of stuff outside. Yeah. Hey, Karen, being the current queen of Flat Earth, it must be hard to find Flat Earth friends. Do you know an easy way to find cool people like yourself and solid info about our stationary, horizontal, level plane?
Why, yes, that would be the Flat Earth Sun, Moon, and Zodiac Clock app.
It's the perfect gift for friends, family, and complete strangers. Watch the featured video every day for 2 weeks and see what happens. It'll be the best $2.99 you've ever spent. Oh, so sleepy. And because it's 10 p.m. on the East Coast, it's time to say goodnight to one of our listeners, Paige. She's just put on her deputy dog pajamas, got a cup of cocoa with exactly 6 tiny marshmallows, and will probably listen to the playback in the morning. Good night, Paige. Don't forget, you can also find this program on BitChute and Brighteon, Rockfin, and Rumble. YouTube is not the end of Flat Earth. It is just the beginning. Shout-outs, obviously, to Flat Earther Stephen Carpenter of the Deftones and friend of the show. Support the Flat Earth cause and get the coolest hoodies ever. Go to the strong.family, won't you? And pick up some merch. Also, I got an interesting email. I wanted to read this real fast. You know what? Every once in a while, I've been doing this for 9 years. I didn't think of this. Maybe Karen hasn't either. It was a Flat Earth thing. Ready? One thing that's always bugged me about the presentation of zero gravity in media is that it appears to go from fully on to fully off when leaving the Earth's atmosphere. It would seem like it would be a gradual decrease in gravitational force as the rocket gets higher. The occupants would weigh less and less until finally reaching a point of near zero gravity. Indeed, so would the rocket, which would logically gain in speed as it has less and less force holding it down, yet its speed seems to remain constant. Did they measure this and demonstrate it, showing that objects lose their weight gradually? All it would take was a simple analog scale with an object on it. I'm not sure they've done this. I would think so early on, but in popular depictions of spaceflight or in NASA videos, I always seem to see gravity shown as to being on or off. Like, here, kids on Earth weigh 145 pounds, and now on the ISS, they weigh nothing. But why not on the way here? The seat we're strapped to measures our weight, and at one point it weighed only 60 pounds. So there you go. Interesting. I had not thought of that. So, and you could be right. But since none of us have rockets, we don't know for sure. Yeah. Let's see. You know what? Should we do mailbags before meetups? No, let's do meetup and then we'll do mailbag. You ready?
Alrighty.
Okay, so meetups. Let's see. First one from Jesse, of course. Mark, Karen, and Master Gunner. Next meetup will occur Saturday, May 25th from 6 to 9 p.m. at Red Rock Canyon Grill, 9221 Lake Hefner Parkway, Oklahoma City. With any luck, you could meet the peanut. Oh, really? Peanut Gallery? You thinking of going to that? Maybe?
I think he just always says that, but I don't.
He doesn't know. RSVP by calling Jesse at 781-857-9175 or email him at 300kmalprius@gmail.com. Others, we'll see if Karen's got them on her list. We got Minnesota, May 18th, and there's going to be another one. It's going to be in June, but I'm not even talking about that one until at least May 18th. I'm not even going to build it, this one, the June one, until this one's gone. That one's on my channel. Tennessee, May 27th. That promo's on my channel. West UK, May 28th with Dave Mannell. Great guy. That one's May 28th. And May 23rd, Flat Earth Meetup, Southern New York. And did I miss any? What do you got, Karen? Did you have a Florida one in there? Or is that one already happened?
Flat Coast, Florida, May 18th. In Mico, Florida at 12 noon.
All right. Anything else?
That's it. And then there's Jammin' the Plane, which is a camping thing in Colorado, but that's in June 22nd, 23rd. This guy does that every year. It's kind of a bigger thing. But yeah, that's it.
Cool. All right. Let's get to the mailbag. I got quite a bit of stuff that was sent to me this week. In fact, let's get the small package out of the way. It's from Nick, one of the Flat Earth faithful. He goes, "Hey, Mark, I forgot to mail you this from our first meetup. Some girl was passing these out. LOL. Signed, Nick." So he sent a little alien journal. It's blank, little journal with a little ruler and a little bag of sparkly things.
It's like for a student.
Yeah. I think they hand these out at like sorority rush, but it's kind of cool. So thank you for that, Nick. Appreciate it. The big giver this week, of course, was our friend Christian from Las Vegas, who is sending me basically his entire house box by box. Let's get the stuff I'm not going to send to Karen out of the way first. This is a Sasquatch mug. I don't snore. I dream that I'm Sasquatch. Kind of fun. And another one, which was Bigfoot, I believe.
Nice.
Bigfoot, I believe. I will be using those. And the only reason I'm not mailing them to her is because you also sent me, every once in a while something breaks, and I was sad about this, and Peanut will get this one, which is I got a different Strokes mug with Arnold on the front of it with the cliche, "What you talking about, Willis?" Right?
Oh.
And it broke.
No.
It did not make it. I'm sad that it did not make it. Okay, obscure stuff. Karen will get this. The official dowsing book and kit. And I actually have dowsing rods inside here. So if you don't know what dowsing is, look it up. I know Karen does.
I have some dowsing rods.
There you go. Well, now I do too. So
that's nice. Very nice, Mark.
You're not so special. I also got socks. I'm gonna well, you know what? I'm not gonna give these to you. I'm keeping the Bigfoot socks, but I got Bigfoot plaid socks. And I'm pretty sure that it's weird. Whenever I see Bigfoot in a plaid shirt like this, you know who I think of? I think of Ted. I don't know why.
Ted?
Yeah.
It's like Paul Bunyan.
Yeah, if Bigfoot was a lumberjack in Canada. And then I also got something from Odd Socks. Get this. Peanut will like this. Top Gun socks.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Nice. Top Gun socks. Those are fun.
This is hilarious.
Keep on going with the well, we'll do this clothing. We'll go back to the t-shirts because the t-shirts are behind me. So on top of the t-shirts and socks and other things, there was an ashtray I wasn't going to show you because I just can't show everything. I got a U.S. Postal Workers Union work apron, which I wasn't going to wear because it's thing's denim, and I think I'd probably cook in it. And plus, I'm already wearing my my Bigfoot, I believe. I believe, even if no one else does. Bigfoot shirt. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm wearing that one. Okay, let's get to DVDs. We've got a few of those. I did not know, if you're old enough to remember the Lost Boys movie from the 1980s, it was a cult classic. When a franchise does really well in the beginning, you can make sequels, even if the sequels suck, and you can make a bunch of them as long as somebody produces one. Here's Lost Boys: The Thirst. Yep, straight to DVD on that one. I'm pretty sure that one didn't make the theater. Followed by Lost Boys: The Tribe. Yeah, very nice.
Does that third one have anybody from the original movie? I see the
Oh yeah,
second
yeah, the Coreys. Yeah, the Coreys.
Corey.
Yeah,
Oh,
were in it. I can't remember when the first Corey died. Peanut, when did the first Corey die?
it's been a few years now.
Yeah, I don't know if I can't remember if he was made before or after that movie. This is some California reference. Dogtown and Z Boys: The Birth of Extreme.
Skateboarding.
Yep,
Yeah.
back before skate parks. If you don't know how they did it in empty swimming pools in California.
Yep.
That's where the whole idea came from. And then they made skate parks. And then these two sets, the entire first and second seasons of Gilligan's Island, and you better believe that is going in the apocalypse box. And by that mean I can't think of anything funnier than to be in a dystopian world and watching all of Gilligan's Island. In fact, I'm pretty sure the first season, the first season of Gilligan's Island, that was back in, when the series, one of the series that started out in black and white and went to color. Kind of like Bewitched.
You're gonna have a DVD player and a TV in your dystopian world?
I do. I really, really do. What? Peanut says, look at the thing. What am I looking at? Hang on. What do you see?
What?
Oh, he died, March 2010, 38 years old in Burbank. Okay. Which Corey was that? It wasn't Feldman, right? It was the other one. Corey Haim. Corey Haim. Yeah. So anyway, Gilligan's Island. Oh yeah, you better believe I'm holding on to these and putting those in safekeeping. Nobody's touching those. And then I got one book. Clever play on words. You remember the Walking Dead cookbook, Karen? Remember I had that?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is another Walking Dead cookbook called The Walking Bread. Yeah. Bread recipes from the show, Walking Dead style.
Nice.
Yeah. The Walking Bread. Actually, it's pretty damn clever. They should have done a whole series on that, like Night of the Living Bread, Day of the Bread. You could have done all sorts of fun stuff. Let's see. An EMF detector. Got one of those. And you're saying, wow, who the hell cares about an EMF detector, right? That little thing that shows stuff. Boy, I do, right?
Were you playing with it?
Oh my God. You know what? So around me, like right, my computer, nothing, no problem. I put it in front of my phone, little bit, it barely skirts like 20, 30, it barely goes red. But you know what really freaked me out? So I've got a Bluetooth sound bar over there, right?
Uh-huh.
Watch this. Ready? It went up to like 100 in like as soon as I put it over it.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
And
I have a Bluetooth soundbar too. Now I'm like, ugh.
Well, no, I mean, it's fine. Again, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. And then like I'm 2 feet from it. It's at 69, 71. I'm going to be off camera. 84, 86, 90, 120, 140. I mean,
jeez.
Yeah. Do not, and what I'm saying here is if you have a sound bar, do not put that in front of your computer and use that for any sort of speaker system, because that thing is putting off. I mean, we all know, right? You don't talk with a phone to your head if all is possible. Use earbuds, use your speakerphone. Oh, this thing's worth its weight in gold, my opinion.
Interesting.
Because again, 0, 0, 0, 0. All I have to do is reach my arm out there, and I'm at 80, and I'm still 2.5 feet from it. Ooh, fun. Good times. Yeah. Okay, what else I got? Beeping as I was just waving it down there. Okay, let's do t-shirts. Hang on. A lot of these are coming your way, Karen. Okay, you ready? T-shirts. We've got the Stay Inside Club with a lounge chair that's got a PC and a game console attached to it.
Oh my god.
That's kind of fun. Thought of Peanut when
I like a gamer shirt.
Irish, that's a gamer shirt, definitely. Irish Pug, one of the ugliest shirts I've ever seen in black.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Great for St. Patrick's Day, right? But it's a pug dog with an Irish hat on it, wearing a little smart little jacket and green plaid bow tie. Pac-Man. Decent gamer shirt. And again, I won a Pac-Man tournament back in the day, so that was kind of fun for me. Let's see. Santa Fe Station Hotel and Casino. Yep. Yet another Scooby-Doo shirt. I swear to God, he's got at least like 10 or 12 of these things. This one's called the Shaggin' Wagon, which is just Shaggy in the van with Daphne and Velma. Mm-hmm. Fred and Scooby nowhere to be found.
Huh. Interesting.
Don't tread on me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, but you know what the interesting part about that is? You know who sponsored this shirt?
Really?
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
InfoWars. It's like, really? That part surprised me. We have a Indian tank top, or no, sorry, Thailand tank top with elephants.
That's
a Pittsburgh Steeler Palomalu shirt. Sure. Why not?
It is.
And last but not least of the shirts, and then we'll finish this thing up. Big mailbag today. I don't do unboxings, by the way. I do pre-look at this before I get it on there. This one is a muscle shirt from The Walking Dead, and it says, "Warning, we are all infected."
Oh.
Yeah. Rather appropriate, I thought. Okay. Now, as interesting as all those things are, and the EMF detector will probably save my life, the part that I thought was really weird, and Peanut will get this, was I got the full season of a show which Peanut will probably remember, but no, it only lasted one season, called The Whiz Kids. Right? Yeah, Peanut knows what I'm talking about. Okay. And I remember I've gotten a lot of DVDs, right? This is the first one that came with an 8x10 glossy of the cast of The Whiz Kids. See that kid there?
God.
See that kid there in the glasses?
Yeah.
Okay, you know who that guy is? That guy is a child actor named Matt Labrabo.
Huh.
You can look him up. He's on IMDb, and he is he played Albert he was a child actor that played Albert on Little House on the Prairie. And then after Little House on the Prairie ended, he went off in a few series and he did a couple things. Like a lot of child actors, it didn't really pan out. But the interesting part about this, right? If you want to talk about weird fate, again, 8x10 glossy. I've gotten so many DVDs, never got an 8x10 glossy. I know who this guy is. We know each other. We used to talk back in the 90s, this guy and I. The reason is he won a Pac-Man tournament in Los Angeles, while at the same time as I was winning a Pac-Man tournament in Seattle. And then I won a computer pinball tournament, a worldwide tournament that got me into software. And he won the very same tournament the next year. So I won it in 94 and he won it in 95.
Huh.
We are like nerdling brothers.
Yes, you're total nerdling brothers.
We are total nerdling brothers. And I remember I haven't thought about that guy in years. And all of a sudden it's like, and I'm looking, it's like going, oh, hey, it's Matt. It's like, go figure. They thought for sure the show was going to take off. And since they were all so young, they were going to cast these kids all the way through college. And it died instantly. The show did nothing. So how's that for fun? So if anybody knows what? Oh, by the way, he says Brittany's birthday is tomorrow. The one that made your shirts. Oh, is she listening right now? Is she within earshot? Happy birthday to
Brittany.
you. What? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Brittany, who knows Peanut in some way, and I shouldn't give away what
daughter. No? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we're not supposed to say.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
My bad.
Brittany.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, she is
I'm just kidding.
a good friend of the show and Peanut Gallery. So yeah, that's kind of fun. Okay, so sorry it took so long, but I had to get all these mailbags. My God, this is a pile on my floor. Christian, I appreciate you. I do. You're a weird guy. I don't know what is going on in his head. Seriously, you bought all the...
Does he buy that stuff? Where does it come from?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know anyone that owns all the Lost Boys series. But you think after the second one he would have packed it in, but he went for broke. All right. Let's see. Oh, Peanut says he's a shoplifter. Yeah, probably. All right. Yes, I'm on. I'm yeah, sorry. I'm looking at all the different things. Okay. Well, you know what? Let's do headlines before we go to break. First, oh, by the way, if you want to know how to spell Matt boy, that took me a while, by the way. Labrabo, really unique name. It's the only one I even know with that last name. It's Labyorteaux. That is super French. So there you go. Matthew Labrabo. Albert from Little House on the Prairie. Okay, headlines. We only have a few before the break. This first one is remember the guy that that said that about the dark side of the moon, how that if they land there, China goes there, they won't be able to see anything. Yeah, NASA. Remember this guy?
Yeah.
NASA chief is worried about China getting back to the moon first. Here's why. So now he's worried that they're going to dominate space. Again, we're going to try to turn this into a new space race. No. And I love some of the quotes in here. And while NASA has done astonishing things over and over since Apollo, really? What have you done? It's flown a helicopter on Mars, smashed a spacecraft into an asteroid, and begun to redefine our basic understandings of space with the James Webb Telescope. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. The Artemis program, if all goes according to schedule, will return Americans astronauts to the moon within the next few years. So yeah, again, they're trying to hype it up, but still downplaying it. It's like, oh, China could look. They're looking for funding, to get fully funded, and that's how you do it. China's gonna do stuff on the moon before we do. What have you been doing? Nothing, but they could do something. So give us billions.
So ridiculous.
Give us 100 billion to be exact.
Just another way to extort more money out of people.
Damn right. Okay, next one down. Fox Business. I love to hate him. I do. He's not a good villain, but he's a villain, and I hate him. Elon Musk. So Fox Business, huge solar storm is impacting the Starlink satellites and degrading service, says Musk. He warned early Saturday that Starlink satellites were under a lot of pressure as the powerful storm crashes into Earth. So yeah, all that hype we were talking about at the beginning where everything was going to shut down. And again, I'm not trying to make fun of the people out there. I know there were some churches that literally pulled the chips out of their phones before this whole thing started because they were convinced that it was going to be another Carrington event and everything was going to get fried, and it didn't. Yet again, there's only so many times I can hear the word Carrington now. Like, no, it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. And Starlink, and that's just an excuse for him because Starlink's a piece of crap. Peanut, nod. Starlink is a piece of crap. Absolutely it is. He didn't need any fake solar flares to help him out. I mean, could have Harp been testing something? Sure. Sure, why not? But was it effective at all? I don't know. I didn't see anything here. I mean, the local gas station down the street, yeah, they couldn't take credit cards for a few hours. But to be honest, I think that happens to them pretty much every month anyway. They have terrible maintenance. It's like cash only. It's like, nah, dude. Next one down. So in the Daily Dot, When did charging become the same price as gas? And by that, we mean electrical. Mercedes driver shocked after paying $15 for a 10% charge. Uh-oh. That sounds like trouble. What, you telling me the electric companies are price gouging all the people that are charging their cars? Yeah, possibly. Is it cheaper to charge an electric car or gas up traditionally? While cheaper Phillips may have been one of the main reasons people would buy electric in the early days of the rollout, it would appear that cheap power is no longer a major motivation. Yeah. Yeah. I think a lot of people, personally, I think a lot of people are doing it just because it's the trendy thing. You know, going green. Let's go green.
Why is this like a dude who's like dressed like a chick and a dude?
I don't know.
Is he a dude, but he wants to look like a chick? I don't understand these people. I'm just so tired of it.
No, I know. Anyway, so point is, electric's going to cost you regardless. Last one before we go to Lucky Unlucky is, okay. And again, this could have been under Clown World, but I want to segue this into the health stuff for next segment. Ozempic babies. It's a thing. Reports of surprise pregnancies raise new questions about weight loss drugs. You want me to sum it up for you? Okay, you ready? If you're on the pill and you take Ozempic, the pill may not do anything. That's one of the side effects of Ozempic. So yeah, they're trying to spin it. Oh, you could have an Ozempic baby. No, that's not a good thing. We don't even know what Ozempic babies are yet. They're so new. The point there is, any doctor will tell you this. You get off whatever those drugs are 2 months before you even think about having a child. Getting pregnant while you're on Ozempic, oh, that's uncharted territory right now. So don't try to spin this. It's like, oh, they could be superhuman. No, I don't think so. But we're gonna find out, and we'll keep you apprised of the situation. But yeah, they're trying to spin this. Ozempic babies. Oh God. An effect on birth control. You know how that's gonna go. All right. When we come back from the break, we are gonna do Lucky Unlucky, and I got 3 Clown Worlds for ya. So Karen, let's do that music thingy that we do.
All right.
Got a new app, gonna blow your mind. It's the Flat Earth Sun. On the zodiac clock, you'll find no more censorship, no more Google control. Cover the truth, let it rock and roll. Sun and moon dance across the sky. Zodiac signs, we gotta decipher why. No more hiding, no more lies to deceive us. Open up your eyes, it's time to believe us. Flat Earth revolution. It's time to wake up with the app. It's gonna fill your cup. No more censorship, no more lies. It's time to see the truth. We're all eyes.
Hey, if you're looking for some new Flat Earth merch, I got some new designs in my merch store. Please check it out. I got the Guy Fawkes, Mark Sargent design, Coffee Talk with Karen B mugs, vintage Flat Earth, and Flat Earther hats. So please check it out, and much love, y'all.
She couldn't do it. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther. I'm a flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat earther, flat
earther. Join me, Karen B, every moon day at 9:30 a.m. for Coffee Talk on YouTube, Rumble, and Rockfin. You never know what you'll learn about in the coffee shop. Open topic and open phones, y'all. Join me.
Welcome back to Strange World, part 2 of 4. It's you, me, the always wonderful Karen B. And yeah, Peanut. He's there too. Excuse me. And that was Joe Jackson stepping out from his album
Night and Day.
Yep. Okay. Well, we had a pretty big mailbag we had to deal with. And we had to reminisce in my video game glory days. By the way, my first Pac-Man tournament that I won was in 1980, I think 6. And then the pinball thing, yeah, it was 1994. Oof, takes me back. Fun times, simple times. People say, oh, you played video games for a living. You must have been rich. It's like, no, man, I was a 9-to-5 job type of guy. I had to go to work in the freaking morning. Do tech support and recruit people. I was a producer, basically. More than anything. And not a particularly high-end one. But I was one of the first people that was ever paid to play video games. I will say that. That's some bragging rights, I guess. Okay, let's get to Lucky Unlucky. We got a few of those lying around. We're not going to get skunked ever, Karen. I think at this point. I mean, what the best I can tell is if you know, because now we're in what, 3 years. And people that, I mean, yeah, there's people with side effects. There's tons and tons and tons of people with side effects. But there are the people who are catching unlucky. It seems to be almost, you know, it's almost like a drip feed. We're catching them, but it's not. I still don't know that many personal people. I know a lot of people that have side effects. I still don't know that many people that caught suddenly. I know people, but less than 5% of the people I know. And almost no flat earthers. In fact, I don't know any flat earthers that, well, other than Mac, but I don't know what the hell happened there. That's a whole nother thing. Anyway, let's get to the first one, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
First one is from The Independent. This one caught a few people by surprise, but again, it's been 3 years. So, again, I'm still going to be careful with the way I say it because who knows what YouTube does. AstraZeneca withdraws their shot in the arm worldwide after admitting it can cause some blood issues, including clotting. Pharma giant says the shot no longer being manufactured or supplied. And by that, I mean the first version 1, the one they released, which is how they're spinning it. It's like, well, we've got updated versions and this and this. I was like, really? Because the first one should be fine, right? First one, it's not like software. It's not like this is the shot 1.0 and should be scrapped and no one should ever use it. But they are pulling it. So that happened right after the show last week. And the reason is the drug could cause very rare but life-threatening injuries. If you guys didn't know, by the way, it's a British-Swedish cooperation drug maker. And where they already withdrew it from the EU marketing branded Vax. Wow, I didn't even know this one. Vaxzevria since 2021. But yeah, they pulled it, and it came into effect May 7th. Weird. I'm surprised that they did this.
They got slapped with a class action lawsuit in the UK, huh?
Yeah.
That's
What?
when they admitted it. It says the admission came after the company was slapped with a class action lawsuit in the UK, which claimed that the shot in the arm had caused deaths and severe injuries and sought damages up to £100 million for 50 victims.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and by the way, that same class action would be tougher to do here because we have that protection stuff that we built into in the 80s.
Oh yeah.
But in the UK, and it's a UK-based company, yeah, tough to do. But even then, it still took them 3 years. That's how fast the legal process is. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, we'll follow that, see how that goes. But I would not expect any class action that's going to happen in the United States. Our legal stuff is way more convoluted than theirs is. Okay, speaking of which, though, let's go to the next one, which is a UK thing. So this is from the Sun. Rip Art One Glove Jimerson, dead at 60. He was a UFC legend who fought on first ever card, passes away. And let's see here. He competed in the first UFC 1 in 1993. And really, he earned his nickname by fighting Royce Gracie at UFC in Denver, Colorado, while wearing only one boxing glove. And sure enough, there's a picture of him wearing one boxing glove on his left hand. That is weird. Yeah. I don't see. He had a 33-18 record. I do not see the cause of death. You see anything there, Karen? I got nothing on him. No, just talked about his career. No. Anyway, there you have it. Unlucky. Next one down. This one is Australian model Sian Scale, dead at 28. One of Australia's young modeling stars who worked in London, Paris, and New York, tragically died in Melbourne. Let's see. Excuse me. She was based in Melbourne. Passed away at the Peter MacCallum Center close to Melbourne's Centre Business District, I think. She had been struck down by a rare and incurable cancer. So turbo cancer. So it wasn't completely suddenly. I'm trying to see if they named it. I got nothing on the name. Just rare and incurable. Again, rare. Next one down. Fox News. Mother's carnival cruise ends in dramatic medevac after son, quote, didn't seem okay. Angela Bridges said her 12-year-old son, Aiden, was airlifted from aboard a Carnival Venezia more than 350 miles offshore in a medical emergency. Let's see. She's from Massachusetts. And they were doing a 10-day cruise to the Bahamas through the Caribbean, several days into the trip. The ship's medics took x-rays and determined the 12-year-old had a perforated bowel. Oh.
Yikes.
Yeesh. I don't know what the hell that happened there.
Yeah.
Man, that's not a standard medical emergency. Yee. Don't know. I don't even know. I mean, usually it's something you swallow, of course, but
yeah.
Fish bones? I don't know. Or maybe his system was weak and it just, yeah. Anyway, so there you go. But he lived. So just so you guys know, they flew him home. But if he would have stayed on that cruise, he wouldn't have. And if he would have had a worse mother, he wouldn't have done well either. She's like, you sure you're okay? You don't
ruin my vacation.
There you go. Mommy's taking her medicine. Just lay on the chair. Just sit quietly. We're gonna play the quiet game, okay? You're playing it too long, honey. Wake up. Wake up. All right, next one down. TMZ, the finest journalists in the world. KTLA entertainment reporter Sam Rubin, dead at 64. He suffered a heart attack. Let's see what happened to him. He was, great, laugh, charm, funny guy. Rushed to the hospital from, he went to UCLA West Hills Hospital, suffered a heart attack at his home, went into full cardiac arrest. And he basically was dead in the ambulance, but they didn't pronounce him dead till they got to the hospital.
Right.
For legal reasons. Because that's just procedure. I hate that, by the way. It's like no heartbeat the entire way, but you get hospital, it's like, oh, he's dead. Really?
Yeah.
Never got his heart started, even at his house. So yeah. Yeah, also won local Emmys. I think I remember seeing this guy a few times because he covered the stars. There he is down there with Mariah Carey, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So there you go. Next one down. Also TMZ. Again, if you want to know first who's on the dead list, go to TMZ. They are grave robbers. That's,
Grave robbers.
they're not that's not a figure of speech. They're actual grave robbers. I'm pretty sure they go to they have people that hang out at the cemeteries. Sean Burroughs, 1998 Major League Baseball first rounder, dead at 43. Ninth overall pick in the 98 draft. Suddenly passed away. There's that suddenly again. It was announced on Friday. He was 43 years old. Former third baseman, was coaching. Oh, yeah, right. I remember this one. Okay. So the story here is hopefully I don't think I'm going to repeat it. No, I'm not going to. So what happened was his son also played baseball, shocker. And he took him to his little league game, got out of the car, right, to help him load his gear, just finished handing him all his stuff. And then he just dropped right there in the parking lot.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wasn't exerting himself, just nothing. And
there's no reason for that.
They say, oh, he was coaching his son's little league game. No, he hadn't made it out of the parking lot. I know this story, and you guys got the wrong version here. So yeah. Professional athlete. How many professional athletes have we covered?
Quite a few.
And baseball it's not considered a strenuous sport by any stretch. Those guys you have to have a routine if you go into professional baseball. You have to come up with ways to keep from being bored. Okay, next one down. No, actually, last one before Clown World. Then we got some time on our hands. But we'll stretch Clown World out a bit. Fox News is the last lucky unlucky of the day. Comedian Rudy Moreno, dead at 66 following hospitalization. Moreno was a popular Los Angeles comedian dubbed the Godfather of Latino comedy. I don't remember him, but whatever. He was 66. Said his father wasn't in the greatest health, but his death was still a surprise. He had stroke, sepsis, and eventual organ failure and died in the hospital. So I would imagine it started with a stroke and then went to sepsis and then organ failure. But what caused the stroke? Don't know. So there you go. Yeah, I don't remember this guy. Oh, there is with, I can't remember that Asian actor's name, that comedian down there. Anyway, so yeah, lucky unlucky. All right, Clown World. You ready, Karen?
Sure.
First one from World Star. This one, again, I don't like trolls. I don't like pranks. In fact, I hate them for the most part. However, this one was pretty damn clever, this is going to get this guy in trouble eventually. He shouldn't have videotaped himself doing it. Guy made counterfeit bills, but only gave them to the homeless. And so when the homeless spent them, they got in trouble. because if you guys don't know anything about counterfeiting, if you get caught with a counterfeit bill, they will call the police immediately, and then the police will call the feds. It's a federal crime, counterfeiting money. And so if you're caught with it, they'll say, "Oh, where'd you get it from?" And the homeless people, I don't know what sort of defense they have. It's like, I don't know, this guy gave me to take off my top, or whatever he did. So I don't know how many. And it looks like he's counterfeiting small bills. That's a 5 right there in his hand. Yikes.
What a douchebag, man.
Again, if you're gonna I've been a critic of social media ever since the beginning, but come on, guys. If you're gonna do something really illegal, if you're gonna film it, don't put your face on there. I know you're trying to make a point where it's like, well, I'm not going to a store. I'm just giving it to people. Say, yeah, but you're spreading counterfeit money.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You're not supposed to do it at all.
No, you're not supposed to do it at all. The act of counterfeiting alone is a federal crime.
Right.
If you want to, in fact, my favorite counterfeiting movie was from the 80s. If you want to check it out, want to know everything there is to know about counterfeiting, watch To Live and Die in L.A. Great movie. Completely with a fantastic soundtrack from Tangerine Dream. Who's the bad guy in that? Who was the counterfeiter in that? William Dafoe. A young William Dafoe. He wasn't even 30 when he made that movie. It was awesome. So, all right, next one down. Okay, this is tied to the electric stuff. Okay, so Karen and I were kind of comparing notes before the show. So in California, the cost of electricity is partially based, depending on where you are, it's also based on the time of day on top of it. So if you charge at certain times of day, the kilowatts you get, it's going to cost a certain amount. And if you charge in the middle of the night, it's going to be cheaper, and so on and so on, right? And so electric costs, they've been gouging people in California. And so charging your electric car is pretty much as much as gas, right? Well, to counteract that, California, let me read part of this. The title is California, 47-cent per gallon of gas increases annually till it is no more. California's already high gas prices could see an additional spike of almost 50 cents a gallon tucked inside a little-known draft report to meet the state's aggressive emission reduction goal, which is their way of saying we don't want to let the electric cars lose momentum. So we're going to pump up gas prices so high that you'd be an idiot not to try it. So California gas prices are on the highest in the nation, and the Bay Areas are over $7 a gallon, where Karen's from. It's their dream come true. They want to make gasoline so expensive that people will buy non-green EVs. And that's basically what you're saying. So yeah, the EV isn't green at all. It's just slightly cheaper than gas, but only because you jacked up gas prices. Only that's not realistic. Therefore, they get us out of our carts and will put us in 15-minute cities to make it work. They are expanding on their dream and considering raises the gas prices by 50 cents a gallon. That is that's staggering. That would be the largest gas tax in American history, single gas tax. So, and maybe it doesn't sound much when you're talking about $7 a gallon. So yeah, yesterday it was $7 a gallon. Tomorrow it's $7.50. Doesn't seem like a big jump, but it is.
It is when you multiply it times 18 or times 25 or however big your gas tank is.
Yeah. Let's say 20. Let's say a 20-gallon tank. I mean, that's an extra $10 every tank on top of what you're already paying, which is ridiculous.
Which is already outrageous at $7. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that's $100. Yeah, so well, $7. Yeah, it's $140 bucks. Now it's going to be $150. Yeah. The Californians are hoodwinked and terrorized into thinking they have to allow this. We'll have to see. Yeah, and they're saying, oh, it's for cleaner air goals. On average, from 2031 through 2046, the proposed amendments are projected to potentially increase. Okay, so they're not even going to, increase the price of gasoline by $1.15 per gallon. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not completely convinced it'll happen, but whatever. Okay, last clown world. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't talk about this before the show deliberately. Okay, this is from, and I did this deliberately. It's from a website called DisneyFanatic.com. Right? Remember, these are pro Disney people. Disney called to remove another demonic series from streaming platform. Without looking, Karen, can you take a guess of what that series might be? It's a movie series.
Well, I already looked.
Damn it, Karen. Okay,
Sorry.
what is it?
Twilight. The Twilight Saga. The
Twilight.
vampires.
If you guys have never seen Twilight, I highly recommend that you avoid it at all costs. It is, and I'm a vampire guy. Like, I love vampires. I've watched all sorts of different vampire movies over these. Yeah, glowing pedophile vampires, says Peanut. Yeah, absolutely right. It is written by a lonely, sad woman in the Northwest, not too far from here, actually, who came out. I'm not picking. You know what? I shouldn't pick on women who write vampire stories or horror stories. You know, every once Anne Rice, I thought she did a fine job. But this was. You ever watch any of the Twilight, Karen?
No.
You've never watched a single Twilight movie?
Yep.
I made the mistake of going to the theater and seeing the first. Right. And this is what put what's his face on the map. What's the actor's name? Good looking
Edward something.
Edward Peanut, what's his name? The guy that played Batman just recently.
He played Batman?
Yeah, he was in the last Batman movie.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and Catwoman was Lenny Kravitz's daughter. Zoe Kravitz. Anyway, so he played Robert Pattinson.
There you go, Robert Pattinson.
So the premise alone was pretty scary, which was he's a multi-100-year-old vampire that looks like a high school student. So he goes to a high school for 4 years, and then he transfers to another high school, and he dates high school girls forever. Right? Doesn't matter that he's hundreds of years old, right? He's old enough to be their great grandfather. That's not the part that bugged me. I mean, it bugged me. It was like, yeah, that's a little creepy, right? You know, and and who played the girl in this? It was the girl that's constantly seems like she's constipated. Come on, Peanut, help me out here. Kirsten Stewart.
Yeah, there you go. Kristen Stewart.
Yeah. Her performance in it was, I mean, there's memes about her. You know, it's like, oh my God, you know, acting next to this guy. It was painful to watch the two of them together, right? So the part was when he told, she can't close her mouth. No. When he told her he was a vampire, you know how he told her? And this, again, I saw this in the theater, just blew my mind. He puts her on his back, and because he's got super vampire strength, and he runs up this hill, right? A really, really tall hill, almost like a mini mountain. He gets to the top in the sunlight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the sunlight's hitting him, and his skin turns into this diamond bedazzled, sparkly disco ball thing. It's like, wait a minute. So you gotta remember, he's not in pain at all. In fact, they're even more beautiful in the sunlight, right? They're like these glowing, shiny things, right? And you're thinking, wait a minute, what's the drawback of being a vampire? Right? There's got to be a drawback. What's the weakness of being a vampire? You can walk in sunlight, you have super strength, you last forever, you never age. Why isn't everybody becoming a vampire? And it's like I'm sitting in the theater going, oh my God, she's blowing the lore. And there were multiple Twilight movies. And the ending was, oh my God, would turn into a dream sequence at the end. Spoiler alert for those that would think you're going to watch the end of it. Hey, it was horrible. Why did I get off on this? I completely forgot my original point. Sorry. So Disney, so people have written into Disney and said, we think this is a cult based, therefore, because Disney bought the rights to it, the Disney Plus, they want it pulled off of the Disney Plus streaming thing. So that includes the 2008 Twilight, the New Moon 2009, Eclipse 2010, Part 1 and Part 2 of the Twilight Saga, including Breaking Dawn and Twilight. There were 5 of these damn things. So yeah, the multi-billion-dollar film series based on the young adult novels by Stephanie Meyer, recently arrived at Disney's streaming platform after departing from Hulu, and there's immediate backfire on it. So I want to get this point before we go to break. They should, replace it with Rocky Horror Picture Show. Absolutely. My point is, this is the part that gets me. Fox Television runs, and I called this out in the beginning, runs a show literally called Lucifer about how the devil comes to Earth to help the LAPD fight crime, right? It runs a full 6 seasons, becomes syndicated, and, it was never canceled. It got to the end. It's like, well, that's the end. The devil goes back to hell and everybody else does their thing. And there's total closure all the way around. Fox never even considered pulling it. Disney picks up Twilight just on a whim, just about vampires, and they want it canceled immediately. Yeah. No, Peanut, no. You can't say that because Lucifer is technically a DC character from the DC universe. No. Can't say it, which is kind of weird in itself, isn't it? That DC bought the rights to Satan. How does that happen? No one wanted to cancel them. So yeah, check it out if you get a chance. I don't know if Disney's going to cave in or not. They might. To maintain the integrity and reputation of Disney Plus while ensuring it remains a safe space for viewers of all ages. Yeah, I don't want to get into the woke side of that. So everything woke, that's totally safe. Totally safe. Everything that you're doing on the woke side, that's fine. Twilight, that's the bad stuff. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done. Good night, everybody. We're gonna go break. When we come back, we're gonna take your phone calls. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. Karen, that music thing again.
Hey, are you a foodie? Are you looking for the best salsas and hot sauce to serve at your next Mexican cultural appropriation party? A salsa that will knock your guests flat on their rear ends? Or maybe you're just looking for that authentic roasted chili flavor. Imperio Salsa is small batch and handcrafted with choice non-GMO ingredients. It is legit my favorite salsa ever. Support your local flat earther and go to imperiosalsa.com and order some of the best salsa on the plane. Shipping is included on all USA orders, and oh, look at this. The more you order, the more you save. They have some of the best seasonings that go great on your homemade guacamoles and quesadillas, or whatever you like. They are the bomb. Season your meat with it. Season everything with it. Go get it. Keep it flat. Eat my salsa!
Welcome back to Strange Worlds, part 3 of 4. It's you, me, the always stunning Karen B. And yeah, what? I'm single. I can get away with that. And Peanut, who, So Art, what? You know what? It's Marlboros. That's what you're smoking, right? You're a Marlboro guy? No? What are you smoking? Candy cigarettes? You smoking? Oh, Pall Mall. Yeah, I could see that. Pall Mall guy. For those of you who don't think Peanut's real, I don't have a split personality that smokes imaginary cigarettes. And if I did, it wouldn't be Pall Mall.
I know, Pall Malls are hardcore, man. Those used to make me vomit.
Yeah.
If I smoked those cigarettes, I would vomit.
I don't know anyone that smokes Pall Mall, except for people like street people. All right. Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. And you know what? We're going to pick up 214 first because she has been on hold for 95 minutes. Wow. Good for you. And by that, I mean Jan from Dallas. She is the first one on the list. Hey, Jan, what's happening?
Hello, Mark. Nothing too much. Karen, did you have a nice Mother's Day?
I did. I did have a nice Mother's Day. How about you?
I'm not a mother.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I have been called a mother of a couple of children who are black. Their mother was black, and they are, but I'm not. But I was supportive of them, so.
That's sweet.
So that was nice of the mother, I thought. But thank you for the thought. And let's see here if I can remember. Mark, I've heard people. Hi, Mark, Karen, and Peanut. See, it's been so long. I forgot to say hello.
That's okay. Hi, Jan. Nice to hear from you.
Thank you for covering for me, Mark.
That's all right.
I've been hearing lately people kind of throwing out this term on the computer, flat Earth or round. Like it doesn't matter, who cares?
Sure.
What do they mean by round?
Round is usually made, they use that word, a globalist. In fact, that's one of my little tests I silently judge people with when they come at me and they say, oh, I'm into flat Earth or I'm not. Flat Earthers will very quickly ditch the word round, because round, as you know, also refers to a two-dimensional object, which is like a dinner plate or a hubcap or a dining room table or something like that.
Or pizza.
The what? Or pizza. Yep. Or pancake. Now I'm getting hungry. So when we talk about, we say ball or sphere or globe. So when somebody slips up and they say the word round, I immediately start squinting my eyes. So that's all. When you hear the word round, they're probably not one of us, or if they are, they're really new, because we correct people fast on that one. Almost as fast as the Flat Earth Society correction, which were not a part of the original Flat Earth Society.
Right. Your clues now, are they 9 years old?
They are 9 years old. Thank you for noticing. Yes. In fact, the first clue, I've been watching them roll over one after the other, my videos in my channel. Thank God the channel wasn't destroyed. So when February 10th, Flat Earth Clues 1 turned 9 years, it went from 8 years to 9 years. And then everyone after that. So I'm having kind of fun with nostalgia on those videos.
And how about being on with Chris and Cherie Geo? Is that right?
Right. We were on with Chris and Cherie for 7 years. And the word, by the way, if anyone knows where sorry, Peanut says I'm out of focus. That's just the camera hates me. Camera loves Karen. Camera hates me, right? It's a balance, because I'm 1/64th vampire on my mother's side. Which means I can see my reflection. It's just not very good. If anyone knows, by the way, where Chris and Cherie are, I don't know where they are. From what I heard, Peanut, can you see if TFR Live is still gone? Because they've been off for a while, and this is even weird for them. I think either if they're still gone, I mean, if they're back up, great. But if they're still gone, I think they went down to South America permanently because they found somebody that was willing to give them an unlimited supply of ayahuasca.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, that's what I'd see. Anyway, so yeah, Chris and Sheree for 7 years, Flat Earth Clues 9 years.
7 years? Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you
That-
think about it because Strange. We're on episode right now. Strange World started on TFR, and we're 459 weeks in. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's almost as long as.
Yeah, because it's only once a week.
Yeah.
Mm.
So 459 episodes. That's nothing to sneeze at.
Speaking of cigarettes, my family smoked a Camel, but I had a friend, neighbor here, lovely young man. He was a Marlboro man, like he was attractive and was put on a billboards for the Marlboro. Do you remember those?
Sure. You kidding? There was a wonderful movie based on it called Thank You for Smoking. It was a great movie. And where part of it, they went to a fictional Marlboro man played by Sam Elliott, of all people, who could have actually absolutely been a Marlboro man, and paid him off to not talk about how he got lung cancer in the movie. And it was a great fictionalized thing. But yes, yeah, the Marlboro Man. Oh yeah, I'm old enough to remember the Marlboro Man. I'm old enough to remember, when Camel was being marketed to kids. I'm sorry, Jan, go ahead.
Oh, just gonna say my neighbor Jonathan, just a wonderful young man, and he got zapped by what's his name? Anyway, he developed AIDS and died back in the early '90s, and it was just so sad now that we know what we know. And also, let's see. Your friend Christian, is he the one that's related to the Francis Scott Key?
He might be. I can't remember.
And has a signer on the Declaration of Independence, I think.
Possibly, although to be honest, he sent me so much stuff and so many things that I've kind of gotten lost track of everything he's involved in.
He's a very, very special man. Who I just kind of thinking about that, and then Marilyn Monroe. It was a DVD, right? I think you said.
Oh, right. Yeah. One of his DVDs was a Marilyn Monroe DVD. Yeah. Early Marilyn. People don't know that she did movies in the late 40s, right after the war. So
her birthday's coming up.
Yeah.
June 1. So anyway, thank you, Mark. I wasn't sure if I'd remember why I was calling in or not, but I wanted to say, of course, hello to John and William. That story he had was quite haunting about the seagulls, and I think he was meant to hear that and that very special way. And to Paul up near Chicago, and Jerome, of course, and the lady from New York that used to call in, that very career-oriented and had a kind of very beautiful accent. I don't remember her name, sorry. And to Danielle in Quebec, and to the commander, and to Mike and Miss Belarus, and hope things are well for her countrymen. And I think that's about it. But thanks for taking my call, Mark, and explaining things to me.
Very, very welcome, Jan. And you have a great evening, okay?
I will. Thank you. But goodbye, you guys.
All right. Bye, Jan.
Bye, Jan.
That is the longest she has ever stayed on hold.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Hearing from Jan. It's always
Wonderful.
good to hear from Jan.
Yes. We're gonna do 505 first, and then we'll probably go to 816. Peanut. So let's do 505. what's happening out in New Mexico, which I'm pretty sure is not a real place.
Wow, it's not, and it's a lot like Gilligan's Island, which you brought up earlier, and it's kind of hard to get out of here. Just like Gilligan's Island, it's hard to get off.
Yeah,
But, I gotta say, yeah.
Even though it was only like three hours from Hawaii, as far as I could tell.
That's right. It was a 3-hour tour, Mark.
It was a 3-hour tour. Absolutely. Yep. 3-hour tour where they weren't that far away.
And it's so amazing. I just can't even think straight following Jan. It's wonderful to hear from her. And right in the beginning of the show, it's awesome. And Gilligan's Island, I think that guy's name that created that show, Sherwood Schwartz I think that was him. But I think he's one of us, Mark and Karen. Yeah. And there's 2 shows that I can think of, and there's probably more if I really think about him, where I think he alluded to the flat earth, the radioactive seeds that washed up on shore, and they all got into gardening on that episode. If anybody remembers that. Yeah. And I think it was Professor that ate the carrots, or was it Skipper? One of them ate the carrots and they could see really far, and they were able to see a boat way off on the horizon and nobody else could see. Do you remember that?
Yeah, it was the superhuman episode. Everybody ate a different vegetable and everybody got superhuman powers. Yeah, it was a great episode.
That's right. That was a fun one. But it just, when you brought it up earlier, I couldn't I thought immediately like that, because hey, just like a zoom lens, we could see the boat that didn't go over the horizon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could see. Yeah,
good point. And
then there was also one. Yeah, go ahead.
It was Mary Ann, by the way. Mary Ann was the one that ate the carrots, and I remember that scene.
Okay, yeah, wow,
he was on the beach saying, "Well, can't you see the boat? It's right there." I remember that scene, and they're like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, "I could see it. And there's people and blah blah blah," and yeah, she wouldn't have been able to. Good like that. Good call. Good catch.
Yeah, and he also goofed on NASA in another episode. That was another hysterical one where a probe landed and they thought they were somewhere else, and of course, they thought they were creatures because somehow they all got into some tar and feathers, and that was that was pretty brave to take out NASA on that one. Yep. That was kind of funny. I remember seeing that one. That's another classic. And Karen, you probably grew up on it too. I know you're a little younger, but reruns were probably still going, right?
Oh yeah, there was definitely reruns of Gilligan's Island on when I was younger.
Yeah, they played them endlessly for us, and they were reruns for me too.
Mm-hmm.
The other fun thing about that, I did see I read an interview with that Sherwood Schwartz, and he said his idea for the show was based off the 7 deadly sins. And I don't know if anybody's ever heard of this, but each character represented a sin, with one character representing 2, and one character did not represent any. And it's a pretty cool, fun little game.
Holy smokes! And, I'm thinking, you're absolutely right. Ginger was vanity.
Yep.
Of course, the skipper would have been gluttony because he was overweight. Gilligan probably would have been sloth because he comes off as sort of like a lazy guy. Marianne maybe envy, or maybe Mrs. Howell. But yeah,
I got it. She was envy, Marianne.
Yeah, because she envied Ginger.
Yeah, you were what? There you go. Ginger was lust. Marianne would be envy. Mrs. Howell actually would be sloth. Mr. Howell would be greed.
Wow.
Professor would be pride.
Mm-hmm.
And Skipper actually has the 2. He actually has wrath and gluttony. And Gilligan represents the devil. And the island represents hell. And his red shirt, he always kept everybody on there.
Gilligan wore red. Wow. That's some deep stuff.
Wow, deep
Yeah,
dive
it's
on
great, and
Gilligan's
I
Island.
just I love your idea, Mark, for watching that in the apocalypse and that would be the show to watch.
You know, it never
Yeah.
occurred to me. Of course, Skipper was always taking off his hat and beating Gilligan with it in these fits of wrath, rage. That was awesome. That's a great look. Yeah, no wonder it worked so well. It covered all the bases. Even though it was a pitch meeting, it would have been a nightmare. It's a stupid show. The premise and the plots are stupid. You know, they can't get off the island no matter what. No matter what happens, you can't.
Sitcoms back then were cheesy. They were cheesy.
It was cheesy, but again, trying to pitch that to a producer that they're paid to say no for a living, it's like, what are you talking about? This is a dumb show. But and it didn't do that well in prime time, but in the syndication, oh my God, it was gold.
I mean, there was a show with a talking horse before that, so you know.
Well, there's that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go, Mr. Ed.
You got a point.
There's some pretty ridiculous shows out there.
Yeah. Yeah, the 60s,
Hmm.
60s early television. You got to love it.
It is, yeah, and I think they were actually Gilligan's Island might have been black and white, and was one of those that went to color.
Oh, it was the first.
I remember.
Season, yeah, the first season there was a number of series. Bewitched, Gilligan's Island. I think I Dream of Jeannie, Leave It to Beaver. Which was got to be weird for a series, you know, and yeah, cool stuff.
My Three Sons.
My Three Sons.
Yeah.
Honeymooners, all that type of stuff. A lot of it was just cheesy, kitschy type of humor.
Yeah.
Because you really couldn't do much on TV back then still.
Right. With a laugh track. Top of it.
Hell,
the
a lot of it was.
The first season of Brady Bunch was black and white, if I'm not mistaken. Pretty sure.
That's right. Yeah.
Was it? Peanut's shaking his head. He's going, it was not black and white. Really?
I don't remember. Actually, no.
I'm looking it up, Peanut.
It might have been. I think it might have been.
Hang on.
I vaguely remember Alice being in black and white.
The first season of Brady Bunch. I tend to trust Peanut's judgment. Oh, yeah, you know what? 1969. Yeah, you're right. It would have been too late. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, I gotcha. 1969 was the first.
It in color.
Well, it was color. It just slipped in there. Yeah. Cool.
Oh boy. Yeah. Well, it's great reminiscing with you folks as usual, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun stuff. So you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll talk soon. Keep it flat. Shout out to Jan, of course, and Matt in Temple, Texas, and Amy in Syracuse, and of course, Mark, Karen, and Peanut. Keep it flat. See you guys.
Thanks, man. Bye. And Peanut adds, again, Peanut with a wealth of information, because the very first episode of the Brady Bunch was when Tiger the dog was chasing the orange cat. And you wouldn't have known that if it was black and white.
That's right.
So, good one. And by the way, last thing before we pick up this caller, if you haven't watched
Was Happy Days ever black and white?
Was what?
Happy Days?
No, Happy Days was mid-70s by that point.
Don't
even get me started on freaking Happy Days. Oh, jeez.
Okay, I'm sorry. I forgot I said that.
Oh, that's a trivia. That's a treasure trove of trivia in that show. Absolutely freaking amazing. Kind of like how Henry Winkler, the Fonz, was having an affair with Richie's mom, Mrs. Cunningham. I mean, you thought it was weird when Greg and Marcia Brady were fooling around, you know, but the Fonz.
Wasn't that going on with the oldest brother and Florence Henderson too in the Brady Bunch?
Yes. He was freaking hot property. Yeah, so he was fooling around with both the daughter and the mom separately. Oh, Hollywood, you gotta love it. Okay, let's pick up 816. 816, how's it going, man?
Hey, I got a couple of questions.
Sure.
First, did you watch Flatlanders?
Did I watch Flatlanders?
Yeah, Shelley Lewis's show.
Yeah.
I don't know if Mark
Well,
watched it
well, I
yet.
mean,
She
she
released
sent
it
me
on Rotten.
some of the rough cuts. Why did something get released that I don't know about?
She just released another episode.
No.
Yeah, I watched. In
I,
fact, I had to help present one when I was over in Idaho at a meetup over there. One of the, in fact, Wendell was over there with me, and we showcased one of the early episodes of Flatlanders. Anyway, so hopefully that helps.
No.
I was me and my parents were in episode 4 of Flatlanders.
Yeah, I saw you in there. I saw you guys in there. That was cool. You guys were at the Salton Sea thing.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah. Do you believe in time travel?
No.
Well, I believe in the concept of time travel, but do I think it's being used here? No, and even if it did, I'm one of those big time ripple guys that believe in alternate timelines. So if you changed history, how do we know it? Type thing. But I love time travel movies. I love time travel shows. It's great thought experiments. But
after watching Doctor Who, I don't think so.
Oh, there you go.
It's just so ridiculous.
Yeah. You mentioned DeLoreans in a couple shows back. The DeLorean is my dream car, and I'm gonna buy one someday. Yeah.
You have to forgive me. The what?
The
DeLorean. The DeLorean. Yeah, the DeLorean's it's a cool car. I got to tell you, man, though, and I got a chance to sit in a couple over the years because I actually thought about it. I actually thought about getting a DeLorean. I was a big 80s guy, even though they only sold what 8,000 of those damn things. Yeah, they're not very fast, but the problem with DeLoreans is the doors have a hydraulic mechanism on it, and that's why most cars, 99% of cars don't have gull wing doors, is if those hydraulics fail, you're trapped. The door was, remember, it was a stainless steel door. You can't, most people aren't strong enough to even lift the door open to get out. So you can be trapped in the car. So it's a cool car, don't get me wrong. I think it's styling wise, it's really, really cool, but I think they should have gone with normal doors. I like the body lines, but I think they should have gone with side doors, or even hell, even suicide doors are better than gull wing doors. So there you go.
Cat DeLorean's gonna come out with a new one. A new DeLorean.
Really?
The EV. Yeah, the EV.
Wait, whoa.
Gonna be electric.
There's gonna be an EV version of the DeLorean?
Oh, crazy. No way.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would think that'd be a mistake. I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, EVs in general are just
at all, because then you have the potential of catching fire and then being trapped in the car. By the way, Karen, did you see that thing where the Tesla died on the road in that near that intersection? And when the battery died, all the doors shut and locked, and the windows wouldn't roll down, and the guy had to kick out his window and crawl. Thank God he was young, and crawled out as the car was smoking, and then it burst into flames, and it was totaled. And the cops were talking to him, and the cops were just laughing. They're going, "Dude, you almost died in that thing.
Seriously,
that thing would have killed you." So anyway, what else you got? We're going to break, man. You got anything to parting shots, shout outs? What do you got?
Nothing much. Shout out to the legends, you guys, and everyone else in the Flat Earth community.
All right. Well, thank you.
Austin.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, you have a good rest of your night. Okay.
All right. You too.
All right. See ya. And before we go to break, I want to mention, Peanut sent me. So that's a concept car, the DeLorean with the side doors. I mean, the lines are pretty cool, doesn't it? I mean, if you hadn't told me it was a DeLorean, it looks like a freaking Tesla, to be perfectly honest. But Really? Wait, what? Those are still gold wing doors? Really? Yeah, whatever. When we come back from break, we're gonna pick up let's see, 530, maybe 5646, and then after that, we are pretty open. So your chance to call in and talk to me, and by that I mean make fun of Karen. Karen, can we go to the music, please?
We can.
Okay.
Where is the curvature?
Doesn't even look like a DeLorean.
Alpha 33, target is on property, approaching food trailer.
Engage Delta 9.
Roger. Alpha 33 descending.
Hey, I know you.
They might be listening.
CIA?
Maybe.
Aliens?
Probably.
Globalists?
Definitely. I may have already said too much.
We have what you need.
Really?
It's flat
I'm listening.
and round
Go on.
and delicious.
Tell me the secret. I see the truth in it.
I thought you might.
This truly is a special place.
Yeah, we like to think so.
Will you be here tomorrow?
We move around quite a bit.
Ah, a mobile command center. A strong strategy. I like where your head's at.
Anything else?
I was never here.
Package intercepted. Copy that, Alpha 33. Come on back, let's eat.
Long live Flat Earth.
Long live Flat Earth!
Welcome back to Strange World, part 4 of 4. It's your last chance to call in for the week. It's you, me, the always wonderful Karen B, and Peanut, chain smoking his Pall Malls. I'm going to keep remembering that, by the way. And thank you, Peanut, for the Delta plane that catches fire in Seattle. The very front of the plane. Yeah, it looked like the landing gear caught fire. The front nose tire at the gate. So weird. We're having the worst luck with planes right now. Well, or corporate espionage or international espionage or whatever. But yeah, it's not where the track record is not awesome.
Do you think that they could be doing this, all this stuff with the planes could be coming out to scare people from wanting to fly so that they can be like, oh, now, and then make it so all the airplane, the big airlines go out of business, and then they go, oh, well, the rich people still have their airline, and like they make it like a privileged thing to travel. I wonder about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's possible.
That's how they work.
Yeah, I still don't know yet. I mean, there's a lot of people. Look, I've gone to enough airports over the years that it takes a lot. There's a lot of people just don't give an F. Yeah, they're gonna fly no matter what. It's like, you roll the dice, you take your chances. I don't know. It's just right now there are a lot of little things. I mean, we're lucky that we haven't had something major fall out of the sky, but we'll keep an eye on it. Anywho, yeah. So phone number to call in is
World Order.
The what?
I said screw the New World Order.
Yeah. Just some doors. Yeah, just some doors, in pieces, engine cowlings, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Phone number to call in is 848-222-2480. That's 848-222-2480. I gotta mention, by the way, let me bring this up again. An EMF indicator is no joke, right? This is I was skeptical when I first got this thing. It's just a standard EMF indicator. You can buy these for like $20-$30 online. This is the RT100, and the display on it's pretty simple, right? It's like 0. I'm holding this right up to the PC monitor, 0, 0, 0, 0. Hold it up to my phone. I'm 6 inches from my phone, 4 inches from my phone. It's like 15. It hasn't gone red yet, and then it's a little bit down below in the lower section. But I'm not kidding you. You can't see it from here, but that. Holy shit. It's not even that far. You heard that, right? Right when I was so that speaker is maybe 3 feet from right here, right? 3 feet, ready? It's at 27. Just out of monitor range, it's at 60. Wow.
Jeez.
Yeah, watch it here. I'll move it to the thing really fast. Ready? Watch.
When does it go red? When does it start going red?
About 2.5 feet from it.
No, but I mean, what number on the?
Holy smokes! It's not the laser too. Is the laser causing that also? Hang on, I gotta move the laser down to the floor. I gotta test it. Oh my God, the laser's doing it too.
You're lasering yourself.
Well, laser. Yeah, but just so you know, there's no green screen behind me. This is actual lasers. So the laser in combination with that speaker over there. Oh yeah, this is not a safe thing.
Mark, you're frying yourself.
No. I'm over here. I'm good. I'm fine. I don't think my sticks are any danger. Hang on, let me put my sticks next to this thing. Nope. Sticks are good.
Peanut says go to your circuit breaker box.
Oh yeah, that'll light up. Absolutely. You go to any big, it doesn't even have to be the circuit breaker box. It could be like a row of switches on your wall, like 3 or more switches, light switches. You put that thing right next to those light switches, it goes off. And what I mean by that is we've all heard the stories, they thought they were myths back in the day, where you don't want to live in a house that's underneath a high tension power line. You don't want to live in a house under a high tension power line. It is because that generates a big field and that goes straight to the ground. I mean, it doesn't go out very, very far, but if you're in a house right next to it, oh yeah, it'll hit you.
There's a power line adjacent to my property.
Yeah, Jason isn't.
There's a bunch of trees between my house and the power line, though. The trees actually keep me pretty shielded.
Are you more than 100 yards away from the lines?
No.
You ever thought about taking
Not more than 100
And
yards.
it says, but is it dangerous? Honestly, do we know? Says the guy who's chain smoking Pall Malls. Really?
I know.
Yeah.
I've heard that living by power lines is not good, but I don't know.
Thanks, Gilligan. You should be wearing red shirts for this show.
But I know that, but when Bob was still alive, Bob came to my house because he had an EMF reader and he came through here and he was like, wow, your house is really EMF quiet, Karen. Like he walked through the entire place. He's like, wow, because my house is brick and then I'm surrounded by a bunch of woods, like hard woods, bunch of trees.
Yeah.
So actually inside my house, I get very poor cell signal. So I don't think it's too bad inside my house.
No, you're probably fine.
I'm fine.
Okay. Well, now I'm seriously, now I know why instinctively I kept that laser at arm's reach. Okay. You know what? I'm going to check this one out too. Oh, good. Good. The blue one over here, this blue one, that one's fine. That one, you could cook food with that. You're fine with that one. This one over here, nope. 133. Good Lord, 170. I haven't seen something like this since Chernobyl. That's not good. All right, let's pick up a call while I still am conscious. Let's do 530 in California. Are you there? I know the voice.
You do? Yes, it is William. How are you doing, guys?
Good. How are you, William?
Good.
Hey, I'm good. So I apologize. First, it was good to hear from Jan right off the top of the show. Haven't heard her in a while, so Mr. Hello, I'm Jan. And then I have to apologize. I miscounted again. Day 41 is not till the 19th, which is, I believe, Saturday.
Please explain for our audience what day 41 goes all the way back to.
The book of Jonah, Jonah, where he went to go to Nineveh to tell the people of Nineveh to repent. And the extra biblical books actually say that was actually Pharaoh.
Right.
And I forget which book it is. That's not the Bible. But so they did repent. So day 40 after that, X marking the spot in the last eclipse from April 8th would land us on May 19th. And that would be day 41, the day after the 40 days. So I'm just being cheesy about it. I'm not expecting anything. But, but then again, if everything shuts down, well, then you could say I told you so.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So there's that.
Okay.
And do you guys know who Jesse Lee Peterson is?
Yeah. I went down and he interviewed me 4 years ago down in Los Angeles. I know exactly who he is.
Really?
It's on my channel.
I did not see yours.
It's on.
So I found out about him because he debated Professor Dave and shut that guy down. I was laughing my butt off, and so then I started listening to him recently, last 2 weeks, and he even recommended the movie Nefarious. And knowing that you're a movie buff, Mark, have you seen the movie Nefarious?
I've seen that movie.
Yes?
Yes, I have.
I have not.
Yeah, I saw
So
it.
do you guys recommend it?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I mean,
Okay.
it's kind
And
of,
I
it's not a
think
good, it's not a feel-good movie though. It's a
No,
very dark subject matter. But it's just sort of some of the things they say in that movie. I'm like, wow, I'm surprised they even made this movie.
Huh. Well, so this guy has a morning show, and then after him comes the Hake Report, and he is pro flat Earth. This guy Hake, the Hake News that comes on after Jesse Lee Peterson every weekday on YouTube, and yeah, he actually, I didn't know if you guys knew that, but yeah, so that'll explain, Mark, why sometimes he asks in his rapid rounds if the Earth is, if he'll say flat or round.
Oh yeah, no,
I saw him asking that to that one actor, the blonde guy from that cheesy movie, the comedian guy. God, I can't remember his name. Did you send that to me, Mark?
I might have. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did send it to you.
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I can't remember his name off the top of my head.
Totally drawing a blank.
Well, I've listened to probably 40 now sermons of him, and I don't agree with everything, but man, this guy's right on about a lot of things, I think. And so it actually helped me out. I let go of all the anger, and you can't even get angry when people don't see the truth of our earth. You just can't get angry. You just got to let it go.
Email me as soon as you hang up and I will send you the link. The reason why most people missed it is because he is one of the few guys, and this happens, that made me sign a waiver that said I could not put it on my channel. He is a fiend when it comes to copyright. And so
I knew he was for the money.
I mean, he just wouldn't.
He is about the money.
They were really upfront about it. In fact, they wouldn't even let us bring. There was only the people that walked. He cleared out his studio audience. It was just me and the physicist that I was debating against up on stage with him, and Robbie Davidson and Patricia were in chairs in the very back, and they pulled their cell phones before they were allowed in the room. So, but anyway, I put the link on the what?
Did you get a vibe or feeling of what Jesse? He thought was he doing it just for views?
Yes. Yeah. Oh no, he was just doing it for views. That's all he cares about. And he thinks it's interesting because it throws people. It's a question when you ask people that throw them. They don't. He likes controversy. He likes difficult questions, which is why he asked me, for example, and they cut most of this out in edit, which was they asked me, it's like, do I believe in the Great White Hope? And I'm looking, I'm going, and we mentioned, we only mentioned it.
The hell is
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know what he was talking about, and he won't. He's a big believer in just repeating the question. He won't explain it to you. I go, what the hell is the Great White Hope? He cut most of that out, and he goes, and finally, I look at the guy across from me. I go, do you know who the Great White Hope is? He goes, no, I don't know either. And finally, Jesse goes, it's Trump, and I go, I don't vote. So I don't know what you're talking about. And so they abbreviated most of that. So anyway, if you guys
amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah. If you want, the link to it is on my channel. It's the very first one I put on the interviews just for the hell of it. I don't think I'm ever going to put it on my channel because I know he's still checking. So there you go.
Man, I'm going to talk to him on the live show in the morning about this. He needs to chill out a little bit, I think. Anyway, all right. Well, that was amazing, and what a mess this whole place is.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Karen, glad you had a good birthday, and just peace to all the truthers out there. And just if they don't have eyes to see, they're not going to see it. So just carry on, and I don't know, just do the best you can, I guess. So I am out. Shout out to Susan, you guys, of course, Peanut, aka Beep, and that's it.
See you, Ben. Okay, let's pick up 646 out of Manhattan. It's Alex. What's going on?
How are you guys? You good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah? I've been cheating on you guys tonight. I was actually bouncing back between you guys and Austin debating Pastor Shelley with Owen Benjamin as a moderator.
What?
Don't leave the show. They're winding down tonight, but like Owen Benjamin moderated a debate. Go on to Rumble tomorrow and watch it. But actually, it wasn't bad. I was watching it. I was like, I knew Owen was a little biased towards Austin versus this Pastor Shelley guy, but Owen kept it together. I could tell, like in his brain, he wanted to like bite this guy's head off. But he was really good. He was actually a really good moderator and did it really well. And, Witset's getting better and better and better. I think we all agree. We're glad that we have a Witset on our side.
Yeah.
But from Pastor Shelley's side, it probably felt like that he was a little bit ganged up on, but Owen really did like stick to his guns, and he kind of said the rule. This is the rules. There's no ad hom. There's not this. And like, a lot of us are like, we're struggling in second and third place for dealing with this, the fallacies and, reminding ourselves what the fallacies are. like I didn't really spend any time with the fallacies at all for like most of my life. I just was like, that's just dumb. Why would you say that? But to have an actual description of why you can say that's dumb and retarded and then back it up, you know, I think like this is something that's like really important to everybody that's in the community that's engaging people, is like spend like 30 minutes going through the fallacies. Just get 10 down that you can actually identify. And I think like the core group, most of us, we're starting to get that thing together, and it's crushing these people that have been debating about something that they don't understand for, you know, fuck all, right? And I'm like, I'm going through this whole thing. I'm like, you know, every single week I get a little bit better about this fallacy. Every single, you know, like nobody can remember 25 fallacies. It's really difficult. You know, you're talking about like an event upon an event upon an event, like the Texas sharpshooter fallacy. You just can't, it's hard to describe that in a few words, right? But if you get like to that point, and actually Owen in conjunction with Austin, this other guy's, he's a cool dude. He's still, you know, globe based, but like he's not a bad person. And they settled that out in the debate tonight. And it was actually one of the best debates I've seen, which didn't, you know, devolve into everyone calling each other names. Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Like Professor Douche.
Yeah. Yeah, those guys. I mean, like that's really the battle. It's like we're up against, you know, some people that are backed into a corner. And when you're backed into a corner and you've left all your logic behind, and you've lost all your basically your arguments, that's all you got left is you have yelling and screaming and ad hom, and then go up the fallacy scale, you know. And then when you get machine gunned with fallacies over and over and over again, you're really a cornered animal. And I'm starting to see this, like, you know, over the course of like a lot of these debates, and like Austin's really doing well for the community. So like if you support him as much as you can, because like most of us are doing this as a hobby, trying to bring everybody else, you know, up and out, you know, while working other jobs and doing other things, you know. So like, you know, it's really good that we have some really solid minds on this thing, and that it's working really well. It's moving really fast, and I think it's getting wings. You know, I want to get like really like psyched that it's gonna blow up. At the same time, I'm like, it was, you know, Ted put out a post. He was like, I don't know if it was Ted or it may have been Stavely. It was like a conspiracy theorist after 20 years. They just look like they're a drained piece of cheese, you know, because like, are you guys ever going to figure this out? ever, you know? But like, there's some stuff happening, and there's I'm not going to say it, but there's something cool that's going to happen at the end of May. And I think you guys probably already know what it is. You know, good friend of ours. But like it's going to go out. There's going to be a lot of stuff that's going to finally start to hit. And then the normalization of talking about this subject is going to get a lot easier as we get in the summer, you know, unless they pull some bullshit, you know, fucking false flag, alien invasion, or whatever the next false flag is. Who knows what it is? But it's like, you know, we're in a good position. And, you know, I just wanted to be like, you know, kind of a cool guy just talking about shit tonight. You guys good?
Yeah. Yeah. Everything's groovy, man. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, hate to do this to you, but we got to pick up, you know who on the other line. So.
All right.
You know, the other guy from your neck of the
Okay,
woods.
well, I guess I'll see you. I'll see you later.
All right. Think of me with your pants down. All right. See ya. Let's do 845. Here we go. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving today. I want to be a part of it. Hot sex.
New York, with my vagabond shoes.
They're longing to stray.
Hello.
Hey, what's happening, man?
Hey, Mark. Hey, Karen. Hey, Peanut. How you guys doing? I had a wonderful day, even though I'm very hateful. I just fucking can't stand, like, anybody. Like, wow. Everybody's fucked up. I don't know. Just one of those days. But I had a wonderful day. It's my son's birthday. He's 18.
Oh.
He's fucking awesome. He is fucking awesome. I'm so lucky. So lucky that he's turning out to be a good dude.
That's nice, man. That's really, really great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, just all dumb shit. Fucking NASA people, the vax people. What the fuck, man? Everywhere. I can't avoid it. Just being in public.
You and your friends are neither of those people. We're not NASA. We're not shot in the arm people.
No, my friends are all cool.
Yeah.
I love you guys.
Yeah.
You're all awesome.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have your heads up your ass. You fucking ask questions. You want to help each other. Yeah, you guys are awesome. But the world is just full of assholes. My God, everywhere.
Yep.
Everywhere you look, it's just another douche that you got to deal with.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'll even give you my quote now, and
Okay.
I absolutely do not agree with this.
Hmm.
Hate cannot drive out hate. Love can do that. I don't agree. Not at all. That's Martin Luther King. I don't agree. Hate can fucking motivate you to end some stupid shit. And they need to. Like, what the fuck is gas $9 a gallon? What the fuck are they doing? They're totally driving everyone into the ground and not even hiding it. Not even fucking hiding it. And these people still have their heads up their asses. They're only, oh, well, you know, money, blah, blah, blah. No, you fucking people, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You don't ask questions. You don't question a fucking thing. Yeah. Sorry, I don't mean to bring negativity. Well, yeah, I guess I do, because I am negative as a fucking stroke. Like, these people suck.
It's okay, Zulu. Hey, you're not living in a delusion. You call it as you see it.
No. Yes. And I know people don't like me either. Hey, whatever. Eat a dick. Don't care about you. Okay? Don't care. I care about the people that care about me, and that's it. Fuck everybody else. So sick of it. Like, just absolutely sick of it. I mean, how many stories have we heard of family members that were so fucking delusional that did the thing and either got sick or died? It's fucking horrible. Horrible.
Well, the plan, as you know, they wouldn't have rolled out the plan if they didn't think there was a high chance of success. And the old trick's the best.
Absolutely.
I mean, you hit the media hard with it and never stop. I mean, they did not. I mean, think of all the stuff we covered back in the beginning: free donuts, free burgers, free gym memberships,
Right? What the
It was
fuck?
disgusting.
all that
I almost
stuff.
did it for French fries. I'll admit it. What the
Yeah, some
fuck?
people. There was a line I remember in Braveheart when the king had bribed some of the lords, and he was surprised at how cheap he got some of them. Really surprised. He didn't say exactly what, but it's like, I'm surprised how quickly some of those guys, you know, probably offered him half a dozen burgers, and that was it.
Yep.
As you know, never take the first offer ever.
No, you're not supposed to. That's
Never
dumb.
take the first offer.
That's bad business.
Bad business.
Bad business.
People jump at the chance. It's like, what? A free keychain? Where do I sign?
Mm-hmm.
That's
Yeah, where do I sign?
That's an awesome idea.
Oh, thank you for making me giggle. Oh, and by the way, shout out to frickin' your buddy there, Albert. That's crazy. I had no idea you know that guy.
Well, I mean, it's such an obscure.
Oh,
He was one of the first celebs that I ever knew, which was, we were talking. It's like, oh yeah, I was Albert on Little House on the Prairie. I go, oh my God, my mother and my sister loved that show. He goes, then I was on WizKid. It's going,
it's on TV in my house every fucking day.
Yeah.
Queen loves that show. Yeah. I'm like, give me a break. How many times can you watch? I mean, I get it. I watch Archer over and over. I could say that, but
sure.
What the hell, man?
Yeah. But yeah, he was a very good video game player. Hell, he could have been me, but he was a child actor, so he chose a different path. He worked up until I think he was in his mid-40s, and that was it. What, Melissa Gilbert? Yeah, Melissa Gilbert did other things. Yes, of course. And of course, but as far as child actors go, very few get to transition over. Very few. And hey, he could have gone he could have gone dark, but he didn't. So anyway, if anyone knows how to reach him, I haven't reached out to him in God 15, 20 years. Please, I'd love to talk with him again. I couldn't find his contact info online. He's pretty much stayed out of social media for now. Anyway, hey Zulu,
Imagine he's a flat earther. Holy shit.
wouldn't that be fun? We got to wrap this up. So give me a shout out.
Shout out to William.
Amazing.
I always forget. Karen B. Awesome. Happy birthday again.
Thank you.
Mark Sargent, Peanut Gallery, Master Gunner.
Oh my God,
I
he almost
did it again. He's gonna kill me.
Yeah, he
He's
is gonna kill you.
Kill me.
He just started locking and loading as we speak.
Shit. Yep. Holy shit. Oh man, see, you make me laugh. You guys make me laugh and giggle at the fucking horror in this world.
Well, hey, if we're not laughing, we're crying. All right.
Yeah, either one.
So
I was just gonna say I'm triggered because it affects my son, and that pisses me off. That's all. Thank God he wasn't dumb enough to fucking do that shit.
Thank you, Peanut. I just got by the way, I just got Matthew's contact info, so I'm going to email him right after the show. Okay, we're going to be back next week. Nice. Same flat time, same flat channel, unless, of course, I fly down to Los Angeles because I'm going to be dating Matthew. Or I'm going to be dating Blair Sochi, that female comedian that was making fun of me because I was... Yeah, I should start spreading that rumor.
You're taking her bit as a challenge.
Yeah. Yeah. If she's gonna say that I'm some sort of stalker for her, that's what I should play it off at. No, I actually told her in an email. I go, if you want to use me as your fake ex-boyfriend, I will totally be that guy. Because you can paint me. It's like my crazy ex-boyfriend was a flat earth cult leader. She could absolutely just run with it. Okay. Anyway, next week, same flat time, same flat channel. Say goodnight, Karen.
Good night, Karen.
Say good night, Zulu.
Good night, Zulu.
Hey, it's not bad. Not bad. And Peanut,
right?
he's smoking another Pall Mall. I don't think he's going to change brands anytime soon. All right. Roll credits.
Those are rough cigarettes, by the way.
Roll music. Hot sex. Let's roll that great reverb Alex Lowry track. It's not even reverbing. Nice.
For us. But it is for everybody else.
Nice.
Doesn't change the fact that I don't like
it.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
chasing stars all over again. There's words for what you got, what you have, and what you'll ever need. There's love so many nights, so many nights, so many ways to believe.
Paige needs to get into her PJs with her cup of cocoa and her 6 marshmallows. Night, Mark.
Mike Jack. Jack.
You realize it's the same link every week. It never changes.
Yeah, I know. I should paste it somewhere, I think.
Hello, Daisy. Hello,